food is important, and that seems like kind of an obvious statement, but like, it really does connect people. It connects cultures, it connects all kinds of various households, it connects family members, and moving from place to place, you pick up new things, you pick up new recipes and new ideas, and I feel like it really comments on the culture of culinary arts in general, even if it's just considered like, not really a culture in itself. I feel like it's a concept that a lot of people take for granted.
I know that a lot of people, especially people in my family, food has a very big impact, especially when we cook together. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like everybody gets their own job and you all have something to put forward into the meal, which makes it taste so much better. And I know for a lot of families, that's really how we all get together and spend some time, and you really learn more about a person through their cooking.
The meal time, the prep time that it takes, if we even make time for that, it seems like the only convenient excuse it is for us all to like sit down together and really talk, get to know each other. I feel like bonding over food is talking about the experience of the day with everybody. That's how you catch up.
My parents and I actually do that every night at dinner. So even though we may not all be present during the cooking process, we all sit down together and eat the meal that either my father or my mother has prepared, which really does bring us all together, and we learn about each other's day. If anybody's had any sort of like inconveniences throughout the day that they want to vent, it definitely is a time to, I guess, kind of check in with everybody, and it makes things a lot easier around the house as well.
We really need to take this time more. Like, I know I live 3 hours away from my hometown, so it's been a while since I've actually gotten to sit down with my family, but I've made that time, with roommates even, just kind of checking in, making sure every once in a while one of us will make a big meal and just say, hey, I'm making a meal on this day, everybody come, don't eat dinner, come and chill with me in the living room.
I think that's one of like the most interesting things that I've learned about college and about college roommates is even though you all have your own separate lives, if somebody just decides like, hey, make some free time this Thursday or whatever, mm-hmm. then a lot of people, I guess, decide to chip in. Everybody brings their own thing. It's like a potluck. Everybody wants to like contribute in their own way. Mm-hmm. And so it really does bring people together like your own like college family.
Moving forward with this kind of thing is like, it's almost tradition, It's something that humanity as a whole does,
Yes, absolutely. Because like everybody eats, of course, mm-hmm. but like everybody has to learn how to cook their own food sometime in their life.
Yeah.
And maybe that's like when you're at home with your parents learning, or maybe it's whenever you're a college student later on, you have to kind of fend for yourself. No matter if you're learning it from like your mother's recipes or her cookbook that she's passed down, or if you're just looking on the web for like a recipe that you find that's really interesting, no matter where it comes from, the most important thing is you making it with the people that you love.
It's a way for cultures to transition and evolve and like
mm-hmm.
pass down from person to person, family member to family member, You inherit recipes. You mentioned like looking it up online, but like you really take that into your heart, You make it and you decide whether or not you like it, and you
mm-hmm.
tweak it, you add to it, you take away from it.
Yeah, like I think a lot of the times my most fond memories with my grandmother and with my mother even is going to her hometown with her mother and seeing everybody gathered around and pulling out the old box of recipes that are all handwritten, which is probably the coolest part for me, is that it's just been passed down for so long that like my grandmother's handwriting still is all cursive. It's sometimes illegible, but my mother knows exactly what it says because she's known the recipe by heart her whole life.
It's one of those things you come to know and you come to love, and
mm-hmm.
that's the importance of like food and culture as a whole. It moves,
mm-hmm.
It's alive.
That's what really keeps it alive, is the people who actually decide to keep that in their lives and to keep going and kind of pass that down onto their own children.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
To food and to culture.
Absolutely.